Alright, this video I'm going to teach you how to wash your face. Now, I've already made a video in the past about this. I made a couple of them. Jenny made some. But, you know, it's always good to have updated videos, new videos. But it's pretty much the same information. I'm going to show you what I recommend and what I've been using for pretty much my whole life. How I've been washing my face and the tips that I've gotten. Now, when it comes to washing face, I'm a guy. I don't take that long compared to the women. The women are going to be very thorough with it, but for me I just do it really quick. But what's important is that I have something that works for me that minimizes acne and pimples and things like that. You got to notice that every time you work out, especially if you got hair gel on, you're going to start sweating over here, especially when it starts getting hot. And then when you start sweating up here, you start wiping your sweat with all this, your hands and everything, your forearms, towels. You get pimples all over up here if you don't take care of your face. Now, for me, I only wash my face at the nighttime. I don't even wash it in the morning. I mainly just wash it at night, you know, because I figure, you know, that my face is going to get the dirtiest during the day. It's not going to really get too dirty when I'm just sleeping at night. But, you know, that's how I do it. You might want to wash your face in the morning and at night, but I just do it at night. That's how I do it, okay? Now, what I use and what I highly recommend for you to get to wash your face is this right here. It's Neutrogena. Alright, this exact one, oil-free acne wash cream cleanser. Alright, it has to be this one. All the other ones out there are not as effective as this one. This is the one that I use. This is the one that Jenny uses as well. I've been using this for like almost over 20 years. Alright, this right here is the most effective facial cleanser that I've ever used in my life. A lot more effective than all the other ones that are out there. From my experience. Alright, so that's what you need. Alright, and then you also need this facial lotion to put onto your face. Now there's different, this is the one that I recommend, Neutrogena Oil-Free Moisture. Now there's different types. This one's combination skin, and they got something for sensitive skin. They got some that has like that like sunscreen on it too. But as long as it's this Neutrogena type, that's what I highly recommend. And this is what you're going to put on after you wash your face. That's going to basically make your face so then you won't get those little pimples. You know, like those little small pimples all over your face. That's going to like pretty much prevent that. Alright? Because when I wasn't using this, I had little pimples everywhere, and then, you know, this female that I was dating told me about this and said that when you put this on, it eliminates those little pimples. And it really does work. So this is what you got to put on your face after you wash it with this. So first you wash it with this, and then after you put it on this. Alright? Now I'm going to show you how it's done and how I do it. Alright? First, you have to wet your face with warm water. When you wet your face with warm water, it opens up all the pores, so then you could get better cleansing when you put the lotion, when you put the cream cleanser on there. So you pretty much warm water, right? Splash your face. Alright, so I got water all over my face. Now I'm gonna put on maybe about an inch of this on my finger. See how much that is? It's about an inch. Alright? And then I'm going to rub it right here on my forehead and over here on the top, because that's where you get the most pimples. Right here over the top, because that's where you're sweating. From the top of your head, and then all the gel, the hair gel, comes down into your forehead, and then it gets pimples. Alright, so over here, and then you got to go underneath your eyes. Get in the cheek, use both hands. Okay, the sides of the face right here. The nose gets a lot of blackheads, so you really have to like rub it into the nose, especially in these crevices right here too. Rub it in there. Wet your fingers a little bit more so that you can get more out of it. So I'm just rubbing it all over my face right here. You might want to go underneath the jawline a little bit too. Make sure you get underneath the eyes. So that should be good. And then all I do right now is just rinse it out with cool water, not cold, but just cool. When you rinse it out with cool water, it pretty much closes up the pores again after you just put the facial cleanser on there. It closes up the pores, so then not much dirt can get in there anymore. Alright, so that's pretty much it right there. Now, you need to dry your face with a facial towel. Like, you don't want to dry your face with the same towel that you wipe your body with, because that's going to increase the chances of you getting pimples, because you don't want to basically wipe your face with the body towel. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have one right now. But basically, you're not supposed to do that. And what you do, you want to pat dry your face. Don't wipe it. You want to have like minimal contact with the towel. Just pat dry, that's it. You know, because there's bacteria in the towel, and you wipe it all over your face and make things worse. Now your face is still a little damp, right? It's still just a little bit wet, and that's when you put this on. This is the best time to put this on. You don't want to put this on when your face is dry, because it's gonna waste the lotion. Because really, you don't really need that much. All right, so I'll show you how much I use. Just very little, like this, over the top. So I got it over the top right here. Just very little, like this, over in the sides. Very little again. And then over the nose, very little over the nose. Then I put a little bit more over the cheeks. Okay, and then finally, I put a little bit more, and then I go underneath the eyelid, or the eye, and then the side of the eye, and then the same on the other side. Now this, I do this right here as well, and here. I do this because Jenny recommends you to do this, so then it decreases the chances of you getting wrinkles. Okay? Because basically, if you think about it, if your eyes are dry, it could make it strain your eyes more, and it might cause wrinkles. So you put some moisture underneath the eyes and on the sides. It could be smoother, and then every time you blink, it could be smoother on your, easier on your skin, and then possibly decrease the chances of you getting more wrinkles. So that's pretty much all I do, and then you see how quick that was. That's my version, the male version, very quick and easy. Jenny has a more thorough version, and that's for, you know, that's how she does it. This is how I do it. This is what's been working for me. I don't get that many pimples, and when I do get pimples, it's like small little ones, not a big deal, you know. But that's how I've been doing it, and you know, this is what I highly recommend. This stuff right here is not a joke. I mean, this stuff is what I use, and I've been using this stuff for like over 20 years. You could get this stuff at Walgreens, you could get it at CVS, you could get it at Walmart, you could get it at Target. They got them all over there. Alright, so oil-free acne wash, cream cleanser. It has to be this one. Alright, and then this one right here, Neutrogena. Oil-free moisture combination skin. Alright, and that is my tutorial. And always remember, you know, at FMK, we're teaching you a lot of things about life to better yourself in a positive way. It's not just about fighting, okay? Who cares if you know how to fight and you got pimples all over your face, pus coming out everywhere, your teeth is all jacked up, you got bad breath, you got missing teeth, you got cauliflower ears, you got ringworm everywhere, you got an STD. I mean, who the hell cares if you know how to fight if you're like that? You know, my thing is we need to protect our safety, protect our health. We need to know how to fight. But then at the same time, we need to take care of our bodies. We need to look good. We need to feel good. We need to eat healthy. We need to take care of our skin. We need to take care of everything. You know, we shouldn't be getting ringworm. We shouldn't get cauliflower ears. We shouldn't be getting a bunch of pimples. We shouldn't be getting missing teeth. You know, I mean, we're not fighters here. We are training to be martial artists. We are expressing ourselves as artists, and we are individuals that value our health and safety, and we want to promote the positive towards the society, and we don't want to abuse our powers. That's what we do here at FMK, and that's what we promote, and that's why you see this video right here, because this is all a part of it. I mean, this actually is more important than knowing how to jab somebody and punch somebody out, to me, because you really need to look good and you know, be presentable, no matter if you're trying to get a job, no matter if you're trying to find a female to date, or you know, even daily interactions with people. You know, people don't like seeing people with pimples everywhere and bad breath and, you know, smelling like nasty. That's another thing. You know, people that smell bad, that don't take, you know, that don't take showers, that don't put on deodorant, that, you know, they sweat too much and they're sweating everywhere, and now they're getting this bacteria everywhere, spreading all these germs and viruses. Nobody likes that. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like this is very important, and this is the foundation to our overall health and wellness. This comes before learning how to fight. So this video is something that I'm trying to show people that, you know, we need to take our energies out of the violence in the martial arts. We need to go back to expressing ourselves in healthy ways and promoting health and helping people better themselves. And martial arts is not just about learning fighting techniques. It's about taking care of your body, you know what I'm saying? And your health. And this is a big part of it. Take care of your skin, you know? So, if you like this video, share it with your friends. And I thank the supporters out there, the haters. Alright, take care.